Today I'm going to be going over how to download the OptiLoad viewer program and using it to view and change settings on your OptiLoad. So first we have to go to the Dielectric website, dielectric.com/software, and this is where we can download the OptiLoad viewer. If we click this, using Chrome, I have to click download unverified file. And once we have it, we can put it wherever we want. I have it on the desktop here, and we can just open it up. So on the Connect tab, the first tab, we can put in the IP of the OptiLoad. Straight out of the box, the default IP will be 192.168.1.1. You have to make sure your laptop is on this subnet or else the connection can't be made. So we can hit connect. We'll see everything goes green. We'll see the time in the bottom left here. Going to the first tab, we can see all the data of the OptiLoad. If it's in normal operation, it'll be green. Everything will be green. It'll be yellow if maintenance is required, and it'll be red if there's a fault, and then the interlock will be open. This page should tell you what issue there is. So for example, if the fan goes into a fault state, then maintenance mode will turn on and it'll be yellow. So we can see the pump status, the fan status, the pressure, the temperature in the load where the RF is coming in, and then the temperature after the heat exchanger. On the next tab, we can set the times. So if this time down here is not correct, make sure you click the Set OptiLoad Time button here. This will set the OptiLoad to whatever time your PC is. So if this button doesn't work for whatever reason, you can use the left side here to put in a custom time. If you just follow this format, you can put in a custom time and set it here. So double check that this time down here is correct so that all the logging that it does has the correct timestamps. In the bottom right, you can set the daily self-test time. So if we want it at 8 a.m., we could just do 8 and click the Set Self-Test Time button here. So in the control settings, we can adjust when the interlock's open if we want to. We can change when the pump or the fan turns on, or we can reset a fault state. So if we wanted pump fault to actually trigger the interlock, then we could just check that box. We could change the pump to turn on at a different temperature and the fan to turn on at a higher temp if we wanted to. Once you have the changes that you want, you just click Update Settings, and the change will go through. The Reset Fault button, if there ever is a fault, will reset it, and it'll run a self-test. If whatever the fault was is gone, then it'll go back to either maintenance or normal operation. If the fault's still there, it'll stay in a fault state. And in this tab, we can change the IP. The PLC IP by default is here. You need the gateway that it's routing through. And we can also change the last octet of the agent or the SNMP manager. So if I want to change the IP to 239 at the end, because this is if I have a dedicated static IP on this network, that's 239. I'd set it to that. I'll do change IP. It would ask you if all these are correct. Say yes. And then it says to hold the pump button for 3 seconds to apply the change. So I can hold the pump button now. And after a few seconds, we'll see that it loses connection. So there we go. And we can go back to the Connect tab, type in that new IP, and we're on. So this will be the same if you're putting it on a different network. You just have to change these first octets. If you want to use the SNMP agent and you have a transmitter that is the SNMP manager, you'd put this data in here. You have to have a dedicated IP for the SNMP agent. So make sure you set that up at your router first, and then you can put that in here, and then you type in your transmitter's IP. And these all have to be on the same subnet, so these automatically grab the gateway from over here. That's why they're grayed out. And the last tab just shows the version of the PLC code and the OptiLoad viewer version that you're using. This data might be valuable for us at Dielectric to help you if we ever ask about it. So that's everything about the OptiLoad viewer program. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just contact our customer support and we can help you out with this. Thanks.